Hi there. I had to start over. Thank you, Al Jones. I don't know what the hell happened. I went to go pee and then I come back and the thing just ended. Oh, thank you, Al Jones. Very kind of you. All right, let's set a new super chats. John Anthony asked, "Do you know Channing on my Tatum from Saturday Night Live?" I know Channing Tatum. I don't know on my Tatum. Is that a sketch, or are you talking about the actor Channing Tatum? You turned into a transsexual. What? Is that what you're talking about? Also, I said when I finish trucking school, I'll throw you a Benji or two. You're a good lady. Thank you. You always have class about asking. It's a song they made up. It was on the radio. Oh my gosh, now I don't know. Very interesting. All right, let's share this live. Let everyone know we started a new live. My ex-husband, yeah, he identifies as a woman. Is he a woman? No. He's just a man with a BBL who cross dresses, if you ask me. All because he was jealous of his wife for getting attention because she was beautiful. Have you not seen the documentary, Al Jones? You're on Patreon. You got all the episodes. There's new ones coming soon, but you've seen all the ones that are out. Sorry for blasphemy. All good. But it's true. He was jealous. I was winning these Halle Berry lookalike contests, and all of a sudden it's, oh, well, you know what? I feel pretty too. Let me steal your Spanx and your lipstick, all right? He got a pocket cooter, you know, those pocket V's that they sell? And he started wearing it as like a cup. And he had all kinds of colors just to feel like a lady, just to feel pretty. I feel pretty, oh, so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and insane, and I pity Marisa, who isn't me today. La 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 la. Al John says I did, I just couldn't believe it all. Yeah, I know. Imagine how I feel. And reminder, the same thing happened to Consuelo, my cousin. Her husband left her and turned into a woman too. A woman. Hi, Prob. Welcome back. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the other stream. I had to tinkle. I come back. The whole live dropped. YouTube, you piss me off sometimes. YouTube, you do. Al John says a pocket cooter. My God, yeah, a pocket cooter. Prob says there was some issues. Yeah, I don't know what goes on, Prob. I told YouTube about themselves. I let them know. Hey, fix this. Chewing gum. I call it face gym. See how it works your jaw? When I was a model, I learned this from some of the models I worked with. Uh-oh. Hal Jones says, may I ask you something without you getting upset? No guarantees, but go for it, Al Jones. Hi, Betrayed by Sins. Chewy, Betrayed by Sins says hello. Hi, Lily. A pocket CUDA. Isn't that what they call motorcycles back in the day? A CUDA. A V. A pocket V. I'm not going to say it here. A vagine. Prop says, earlier I thought you having marshmallows. No. Prop says, I love marshmallows, but never even tasted them, but they look yummy. They're very sweet, Prop, like too sweet in my opinion. The only thing that I think marshmallows works for is hot chocolates and s'mores. And even s'mores is like, who just eats s'mores? Al Jones says, if you and your friend had the same outcome, does that say something about you guys or something about the fellas that were married to? It was about the guys. They were like best friends. And Consuelo's my cousin. The other Tia is my cousin. Prop says, I will try once. Too sweet. Yeah, I think it's too sweet. Prop says, what are s'mores? Oh, you've never had a s'more? I will show you. It's American fatness. It's when someone decided, you know what we should do? Burn a marshmallow till it's literally tasting like ash. Sandwich it between 2 graham crackers with a piece of Hershey's chocolate. And it's like a little cookie chocolate sandwich. Those are s'mores. See that? Confection consisting of toasted marshmallow, aka burnt. Burnt. Do you see that, Prob? That's a burnt marshmallow. And chocolate sandwich between graham crackers. That's it. Kyle Straubing's back. He says, I love your wrestling outfit. Totally amazing. Thank you. Al Jones says, American fatness. True indeed. Lily says, s'mores is what Americans get instead of healthcare. Yay. Prob says, wow. Al Jones says, diabetes sandwich. Prob says, yes. Exactly. Now, not saying they're not tasty, but they're just kind of unnecessary. Traditionally, people will eat s'mores for like camping trips. It's not something that people just eat all the time, Prob. At least not normal people. I don't know any normal people like, hey, you want to make s'mores tonight just because? They have a s'more kits. Al Jones says too much if you ask me. Exactly. Prob says, wow, it's so comforting to see, wonder how delicious it would be. A volcano of sweetness. That I agree. Wow, I guess it would be a volcano of sweetness, especially the burnt marshmallow taste. Hi, Certified, who says I subscribe. Thank you. Hi there, all. Prob says, okay, small kids too. Lily says, it's not diabetes if you never get it treated. You got to think outside the box. Very good advice. Very, very good advice. I like how you guys think. You understand me. You do. And I appreciate that. Certified says, seriously suffering here. The heat wave is extremely bad. Where are you again, Certified? Al Jones is laughing. Prop says, I eat sweet less. Good. I don't like sweets like that, you know? Sometimes I just get a craving for froyo, and even my froyo is like tart flavored with like fruit on top. Prop says, but I will certainly try marshmallows once. I would say get the smallest bag of the big fluffy ones, not the little ones. The little ones don't taste the same. Get the big fluffy ones, but get a small bag of them. Certified says, don't know how people withstand that much heat in Texas, Arizona, Florida. Oh, I know. My family's in Florida, and they were telling me how hot it is out there. Oh my God. Al Jones says, Titi, you're honestly like the balance of all of them, the more, dare I say, normal one besides Steph. Oh, I know. They're all insane. Even Consuelo. Hi there, Sid Drawing Poodles. Prop says, we'll go for the small one. Sid Drawing Poodle says, saw your sis. I don't know. Did you? Anyway, welcome to my live stream. Super chats are appreciated and they let you skip the line. Okay, so if you have a question or you need advice, put it in the chat and me and my consultant, Tiny Jesus here, will do our best to help you. Lily says the heat stroke prevents Texans from remembering the heat wave. Al Jones says don't lose any more weight, TT. Excuse me? Saik says it's almost monsoon in Indit. I don't know what the hell you're saying, Saki. Prop says I like those smoked lamb too. Lily Spurs, how much for the tiny Jesus? It's in my Amazon storefront. So I'll list it for you afterwards. Meathead says beautiful nose. Thank you, it's mine. Prop says, do you cook, Marissa, at times? Of course I cook. I made sausage and peppers the other day with cheesy broccoli and baked beans. Before that, I made Greek chicken burgers. What else? I make really good lemon chicken. I know how to make killer steaks. It's like my version of what is it called? Shepherd's pie. But what I do is I make mashed potatoes. I put ground beef on top. And then I basically make it like Chipotle, but with potatoes instead of rice. It's really good. Ara says your hair looks great. Thank you, Ara Sena. Hi, Bio. Oh, Al Jones with the Dia emojis. If you want exclusive emojis of yours truly, join the memberships. Bio says I'm hungry for Taco Bell. Syke says it's almost okay, whatever. Hi there. I can't say your name. Hi, Ahmed, not your sugar mama. Gross. Kyle says you don't need to lose weight. You look perfect. Thank you. Prop says, wow, lemon chicken. That's right. Bio says, Irish food. Al Jones says, go TT, go TT, go TT, go TT. Thank you. Prop says, mashed potatoes, good. Ara says, I also want hair like yours. Just go to the hairdresser and tell them to make you look like Betty Boo and Halle Berry when she was in the Flintstones had a baby. It's not a wig, Sakir. Hi, hybrid. Prop says, my mouth started watering to hear the dishes you told me. Ah, wow, thank you. Hybrid says, why so beautiful? Please explain. My mother's pretty attractive. My father's attractive. And God loves me. Boom. Thank you so much for thinking I'm so beautiful. Prob says they all sound so delicious. Thank you so much, Prob. Ahmed says you have a cute smile. It's all right, but thank you. Hybrid says, are you single? Happily divorced. Go watch my award-winning documentary. You guys can watch the first couple episodes here. Okay? I mean, the first couple seasons here. Go to the playlist that says The Diaz. And you can watch the first couple seasons and learn about my divorce woes from a man who turns into a woman. Richie says, please give me some of your money. Thanks in advance. My Cash App is pinned for a reason. Prop says, thank you, Prop. Aro says, can you show your hair from behind? It's very fluffy. Ahmed says, are you 28? I'm between 20 and 70, so yes. Hi, Crazy says hello from England. Hybrid says yay. Kyle says because you're beautiful. Thank you. Jonas Bulaco says hi. I'm not speak English perfect, but I need to know how do you say something in the I don't know what that means, Jonas. Sorry. Hybrid says you deserve better. I know. I deserve a billionaire. Al Jones says, DT, how come you won't just become a certified therapist? Ugh, you got the chops for a kiddo. Gross. Because that's too much time and effort. Harlem says, what's up, mommy? Hi there, Harlem, not your mommy. Rip says, how did you get that? I don't know what you're saying. Hi, chill boy. Hybrid says, you look 16. Thank you. Aura says, I subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. Al Jones is laughing. It's true, Al Jones. Too much effort. Certified for what? You can just identify as whatever you want now and people will accept it. Showboy says, how are you feeling today? I'm okay. How are you? Al Jones says, why gross? I just told you, too much effort. Hybrid says, an astrologer once told me that I'll be a billionaire, just saying. Yeah, sure. Good for you. Al Jones says, you already got the skills. Prop says, yep, not mommy. She is a girl. Anyway, super chats are appreciated, everyone. And they get your comments to skip the line. And you get a shout out. And every time I get a gift, I react like an NPC. Like, oh, you know, soup, soup, soup. I don't know if there's a soup. I'm just giving an example here. Aljon says at least you'll get paid for it. Do you know how much it costs to be a certified therapist? I don't. Harlem says, I got drunk, way too drunk. My job's 25th anniversary party. Let's just say I'm no longer employed. That sounds like you had a good party. Lily says, a billionaire in which currency? Ha! Good one, Lily. Hello, father from Turkey. Benny Williams says, love your everything. Thank you, Benny. Romy says, are they natural or fake? And I'm muting him. Hybrid says your smile doesn't ask for attention, it quietly steals the room, and somehow every ordinary moment feels like it's making space for you. Wow, aren't you romantic? Prop says soup example, Marisa, and he's laughing. Lily says, LOL, is that your preferred method to consume soup? I don't have a bowl and a spoon. Aljon says, Hunter's NPC is the voices in my head say hello. Ugh, poor Hunter. What would yours say? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Prop says you're super. Super! Oh, mine would be like, hello, gorgeous. Hi, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Hyper says Elegance had a name, it would sound like yours. Marisa. Hi, Renz. Oh no, Ren says he'll pass. Oh God, whatever will I do? Some incel in my comments who has a freaking Dragon Ball Z photo as his profile picture says pass. How will I get over the heartache? Prop says, hope it's not too hot there, too much. Not really, not today. It's been nice. Aljon says, I love my tiny Jesus. Is that a good one? It is. Hi, Kate. Greetings from Turkey. That is a good one, Al Jones. Prop says, does it rain there frequently? Yes. And you know that song, It Never Rains in Southern California, is a lie. It does. It never rains in Southern California is a lie. All right? That's what I think. Lily says, oh, dang, that is a Dragon Ball photo. She got eyes like a hawk. It's true. Richard says, hi, beautiful. Hi, Richard. Kevin says, are you in New York? I'm in Los Angeles. I'm from Brooklyn, but I live in LA now. I came here to pursue my dreams of being a Halle Berry lookalike. And I've won so many contests. So mission accomplished. Hey now, this is what dreams are made of. Hey now, this is what dreams are made of. I've got somewhere I belong. I've got somebody to love. This is what dreams are made of. Do you have any tattoos? Boom. This is my Jedi Order and Rebel Alliance tattoo. It is a Star Wars yin and yang, if you will. AKM says, oh, hi Kyle Straubing. All right. Prop says, okay, there's a song as well. Turtle says, can't tell if you're 23 or 63 or if you're Jewish or Puerto Rican, but kind of into it either way. Great. I'm between 20 and 70, and I'm Puerto Rican and Guatemalan from Brooklyn. Prop says California is beautiful as you live there. Thank you, Prop. You added on in the California's beauty. You're so nice. Hey now. Hi, Loaf. Here, let me move this pillow for you, Chewy, so you got more room, puppy. Yeah, now you got more room. Look who came back. Are you the one who disconnected my live stream, Chewy? My son, everyone. I'm a mother. Lily says, isn't the song God Didn't Make Little Green Apples and It Don't Rain in Minneapolis? I've never heard that version, but it would be interesting. So, everyone, let me see, what do I want to tell you? Go watch the award-winning documentary, The Diaz. You can enjoy the first 2 seasons completely free here on YouTube. Cash App is pinned. Donations are appreciated. Everyone who donates to Cash App, if you note your email address, you get a free photo and a free trial to my fan site. Everyone who super chats or gifts gets a shout out here on YouTube as well. And if you super chat, your comments skips the line of comments. Kevin says, are you? Now I'm not in New York, I'm in Los Angeles. Hi there, Turkey. Al Jones has the Puerto Rican, Guatemalan flag, the Statue of Liberty, and an apple. Wow. Hi, Big F. Big DF. Timothy says, are you a Long Islander? No, from Brooklyn. Prop says, I like places like this, Maria, less crowded and super peaceful and quiet. What is Maria? Al Jones says, okay, listen one more time. How much for the class for the AI stuff? It is a prompt packet, and then I have listed the schools for you, the communities where you can learn them. So right now, you can get the prompt packet for $5 and then make 80% commissions on affiliate sales. Then you can get the UGC playbook. That shows you how to you do user generated content. You can still get that one at about $13. It's 50% off, normally $27. So all you do is go to the link where it says all my links and you will see it. I also got this other one that has paid brand deal contacts with brand deal scripts and pitches, and you get 150 contacts to reach out to. Also, how to make money with AI feet. So check out the link in the bio for all that stuff. Oh, Marisa, I see. Yes. I will check the link. Thank you. And make sure you guys follow my socials. I'm literally everywhere. Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook. Everywhere. TikTok. Aljon says Hennessy did this thing here on YouTube where she did an AI version of her and her real self and asked us which one was her. I swear I couldn't tell the difference. Yeah. Yeah. I know AI's getting crazy. Right now I'm diving into like ASMR aesthetic videos because those get a lot of views and make a lot of money. Prob says you are really informative, Marisa. Thank you, Prob. Hi, Big D. So, everyone, what's for dinner tonight? I need dinner ideas. We love dinner ideas. Aljon says ASMR on what again? So, just like ASMR aesthetic videos. Let me see if I can show you an example. So, Skool is a new platform that lets you some communities are free. I've listed a lot of free ones. And then some you get access to like after you buy the product. For example, if you buy the Pretty Girls prompt thing in my bio, you'll get access to the Skool community. See, like right now, this one is we're having a freebie Friday. So on Fridays they do freebies. So it's just different communities and things. Yes, Prob, dinner ideas. Make potato dish tonight. No, what are you guys doing for dinner? All right, let's see. So stuff like this. I'm learning stuff like this right now. This is all AI. But it's making money. So I'm learning how to do things like this. Hi, MRG. How are you? He says, Hola, funny brown beauty. Thank you. Prop says, do you like spicy food? I love spicy food. I like everything spicy. That's one of my favorite things about California. Even the candies and fruit are spicy out here. Aljon says she made me a big turkey sub. I'm so damn full now. My lower back hurts and I keep belching. So glad you don't hear it. Prop says I'm doing beans and rice, red bean curry, white boiled rice. Yummy. Aljon says that's AI. Get out of here. That's right, Al Jones. Prop says I love kidney beans a lot, Marisa. Oh yeah, we do that. Arroz con gandules, arroz con habichuelas, rice and beans. Yeah, that's totally AI. So this is what I'm learning because they get a lot of views on social media. And as you know, social media will pay you money. So this is part of the faceless community. If you don't want to be in the content. Also men, you know, so many men are like, God, if I was a hot girl, I'd do that. You could be a hot girl now. You can make an AI twin and be the hot girl that makes the money. You guys are just looking at it wrong. Al Jones says interesting. Yeah. Certified says you talk about red kidney beans. Yes. Habichuelas. I love red kidney beans. I make soup from it. Tastes extremely good. Al Jones says, how many shows you doing this weekend? None. Nothing. I'm going to be live streaming, making content, editing content, getting ready for my birthday. I still don't know what I want to do. Prop says beans are so good for us. Certified quality says, yep, yeah. I like to, there's this tuna salad I like that has beans and corn in it, and it's so good, and peppers and jalapenos. And it's like a little tuna salad kit. Hi, Choo Choo. Are you such a good boy? You went to school yesterday, my little angel. You did, Bubba. You went to school. School for Chewy is the dog park because that's where he learns how to behave like a dog. And he gets his into action. That's right. Aljon says you shouldn't do anything. Make all of your family friends do something for you. I mean, besides it's your birthday. Well, you know what I mean, but I still want to, like, get myself prepared. Just, I don't know what, I don't know what I want. I know I want seafood. I want to get a nice seafood boil for dinner. My favorite. Prop says today is his holiday. Looks like Chewy is resting mood today. This is him all the time. All the time. You would think he has a job and pays bills. John Anthony says, personal question, do you have any kids? Yes. There he is. The light of my life. Hi there, John from Australia. Al John says, should we make any friends at school, at park? Any dogs, specifically Chewy? Rick's out with more so than any other. Oh, yeah. He's got a couple. There's one. And she's a girl, but she looks like Chewy. And she's smaller than him. They look like brother and sister. It's adorable. And then there's this one. We call him Vest. I don't know his name. The owners are very old. They don't talk to nobody. But this fat, huge little fat chihuahua loaf wears this little animal support dog vest. And we call him Vest. And then here in the neighborhood, there's a husky who likes to be like this over the gates. And when we walk past, Chewy and the husky have a conversation all the time. Prop says Chewy's like I am the king. He is. He's the little prince. Hi, Marwan. Wow, you guys. Aljon says Chewy doesn't discriminate at all. He's gay. Or I call him a ham sexual. It's like pansexual where they just love. Hi, Snoke. I have a Jack Russell Terrier. Chewy's half Terrier. Hi, hybrid. Marwan says, from where location, baby? Not your baby, from Los Angeles. Originally from Brooklyn. Hi, Rana. Hybrid says, what kind of guys do you like? I don't like anybody. I'm not interested. Happily divorced. Al Jones says, don't say that about the homeboy Chewy. It's true. He's a pansexual. He'll hump white dogs, black dogs, male dogs, female dogs, old dogs. One time we were at the dog park and there was this old white dog named Doug. His eyes open. See, he still remembers Doug. And Doug left early and Chewy was crying for Doug to come back. Hi, Osama. Hybrid says it means I have no chance. Exactly. Hi, Mohammed. Al Jones is laughing. It's the truth, Al Jones. It's the truth. It is. And the thing about it, too, is like, who am I to stop him? He's a creature on earth that is literally an angel, perfect in every way with pure intentions. Hi, Ramon. So, yeah. I don't know, whatever. By the way, you guys, make sure that you are subscribed. Give this live a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm. Go watch my award-winning documentary, The Diaz, all about how I divorced a man who turns into a woman. A woman. Al Jones says, let me see the bicep you do again. And before you do, don't use your other hand. I'm not using my hand. I don't know what you're talking about. Ika says, my friend, I want to be your friend, you know. Hi there, Ika. I don't know what you're talking about, Al Jones. That's just what it is. Hi, Mustafa. Thank you, Osama. Send a super chat. Thank you, Paulie. Send a super chat. Every time you get a super chat, your comments are skipped and you get a shout out. And every time you send a gift, I react like an NPC. Hi, Gamer Jordan. Hi, Sonila. Thank you. Says so pretty. Hi, Summer says, wow. Oh, my very sweet. Okay. Hi, Eunice. Hi there. Oh, is anybody watching the new Avatar show? Or not Avatar, Airbender on Netflix? Aljon says just pure old-fashioned guns, huh? You saw them. You saw them. Hi, Enrique. Hello, beautiful. Good morning from Mexico. Where all my scamming ass at? Spend that money fast. 20s, 50s, hundreds cash. Go in your go yard bag. Boosting sucias where you at? Stuffing that ish in your bag just to flip it, pop some tags. Go in that go yard bag. VD says, hey, gorgeous. Hi, VD. Sonilla says, tell me your good name, cute girl. Why do you talk like that? I'm Marisa, Aunt Marisa, your favorite aunt. I identify as a therapist. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I'm Puerto Rican and Guatemalan, and I live in Los Angeles now. Aljo says, how much are we lifting around here these days, TT? 25 pounds, 50 or more. What do you mean lifting? The only wagon I'm dragging is the one attached to me. I ain't lifting weights. I got a couple, like, I got one big ass weight, but I don't use it like that. Sanila says, how old are you? Somewhere between 20 and 70 years old, Sanila. VD says, your voice is wow. Can I request one song whenever from Shakira? Wow, VD. Very nice of you. How Jones says, I mean, it's why we got the Donnie Bravo guns, right? You see? See that? God, I can't believe my birthday's in like 4 days. 5 days technically, but it feels like it's tomorrow. Hi, the dead rabbit. Hi, Bilbo. Cody says you got that Grease movie style hot chick vibe going on. Thank you, Rizzo. I played her. I played Rizzo in my school play. Aljo says, yo, you're something else, I swear. Hi, Big D. Is it real? What real? Bilbo says, love your accent. It's awesome. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Jeremy Johnson. How nice of you. How are you today, Jeremy Johnson? Happy early birthday. Thank you. Al Jones says, W for Jeremy. You're the man. Al Jones and Jeremy super chatting. Thank you. Cody says, you got that's awesome. The chick with the pink hair was my crush. Frenchie. Beauty school dropout. No graduation day for you. Beauty school dropout. Miss your word midterm and flunk shampoo. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Unless she was a hooker. Aren't you gonna sing? No, I'm not singing, honey. It's hot AF for no reason today. I'm not feeling this weather. It's really nice in Cali. It's not too hot. I think it feels nice today. And yesterday was great. That's why I took Chili to the dog park. Beauty school dropout. Beauty school dropout. Your story's sad to tell. A teenage ne'er-do-well. Most mixed up Da-na-na-da. La-da-da. Your future's so unclear now. What's left of your career now? Can't even get. I don't know the words. La 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 la. Baby, get moving. Na 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 na. What are you proving? Al Jones says, okay, Titi, I gotta ask. Crown Heights, Bed-Stuy, Brownsville, Coney Island, Bushwick, Cypress Hills. What part of BK when you were here, kiddo? I was in the Italian part. I was in Williamsburg. Hi, Cody. Yep, you killed it. Thank you, Cody. Hello, Bilbo. Below. La, 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 la. La 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 la. Bensonhurst, yep, over there, Williamsburg. Okay, where were we? Oh, yes. That's fitting. That's what I try to tell people.